You are just steps away from the seaports of San Pedro Bay, America's busiest container port complex and the fifth busiest in the world. The seaports of San Pedro Bay combine the Port of Long Beach and the Port of Los Angeles. Nearly half of all the manufactured goods that enter and leave the United States pass through San Pedro Bay. Coming in, clothing, electronics, furniture. Going out, petroleum, waste products, grains. 900,000 jobs throughout Southern California, moving $350 billion worth of cargo every year. The seaports of San Pedro Bay are the heart of a working world. An engine that drives the economy, not just of the region, but of the entire nation. When the seaports were first built in the mid-1800s, they were called a wild dream, scratched out of mud flats. With changing demands, the seaports expanded. The biggest change of all, the invention of the shipping container in 1956. The box, as it came to be called, revolutionized shipping, streamlining what had been a backbreaking and expensive operation. Shipping containers are the key to what's known as intermodal transport. Intermodal means that these containers can go from ship to railroad or truck without a hitch. From the port, they can move all the way across the country. Because of containers, today a ship can be unloaded in hours instead of days. The crane operator effortlessly lifts 75,000 pounds in a single pick and places it accurately on a waiting truck. Every year, more than 12 million containers enter and leave San Pedro Bay. That's enough containers to wrap around the world twice. Today, the seaports of San Pedro Bay are the global gateway connecting California and the rest of the United States to the world. Ships transport 95% of the world's cargo by volume. A global economy depends on global trade, and global trade depends on ships. Out on the open ocean, ships have nowhere to hide. These ships are built to take use of the many millions of containers that cross the ocean every year. Fewer than 1 out of 17,000 is ever lost at sea. After decades of environmental decline, the seaports of San Pedro Bay are taking the lead in greening the shipping industry. To balance their loads, ships take on and discharge seawater in their ballast tanks. Ballast water can carry animals and plants that act like foreign invaders, threatening local species. To keep these intruders away, ships must flush ballast tanks 3 times while out at sea. Today, every step of moving goods is being examined to see where pollution can be reduced. Even the tugboats have gone hybrid. Every year, tugs and pilots guide 20,000 transits safely in and out of port. Ships just keep getting bigger, making it a tight squeeze under existing bridges. Ships have the smallest environmental footprint on a ton-per-mile basis. And new trains, trucks, and electric yard equipment are making the rest of the system more efficient. Who knows what innovations are just around the corner at the seaports of San Pedro Bay? Containers that collapse when empty, maglev trains that glide goods away, massive sails and solar arrays on even more massive ships. One thing is certain, these seaports will remain a powerful economic engine, leading the nation